don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Hi, Jayan. Good morning. And now, how far you are at the moment? Have you practiced so far all the sessions? Or,
Still finishing the mastery. I'm still doing the mastery, so I'm catching up on excellence, but hopefully I can finish the mastery and then go through the last session that you've done.
what, Kiran?
Sir, pretty much on track, except physical inventory. Physical inventory, I have to do that pretty much up to your last class, up to date.
Take care.
I have completed until the last class.
At management, you are,
Yeah, I tried yard and completed.
Sir, you said you're gonna show us like how to upload the stock after physical inventory class is finished.
we'll cover anyway for excellence. Upload the data.
And upload the stock.
Yeah. Stock and all, okay. Physical inventory. So, in case you want to do, we can do the physical inventory, but we need to create a part. Okay. So we don't need to do anything like you need not to receive the goods, assuming that you have some part. But how we can pump the stock, even physical inventory, because there are occasions where we right, so we can do even physical inventory also.
Yeah, I'm running out of stock because I just want to practice something. I just want to upload the stock like outbound.
We do that, yeah, no issue. Yeah. Or instead of doing the okay inbound, you want to just pump the stock.
Through via inbound.
I'll explain to you today, okay? And I'm planning to do today inbound grief, because because when we are going, it should go for one by one. But I will go through inbound grief today, and I will also explain to you.
Upload the stock. Yep.
Upload means like you are creating a physical inventory where that part is does not have a stock. Assuming that the stock is you have physical stock available. For example, you received some time back, and it is disappeared from somewhere else, like it's a warehouse where anything possibility is there. So physical stock may disappear. Sometime they might have adjusted a zero. I mean, they might have done physical and thought that okay, that stock is not there. After 1 year, sometime they found the stock. So again, they want to redo them, right? Physical inventory.
Yeah. The thing is when we do cutover, after cutover, when we do initial stock upload, right? When we do initial stock upload thing in MM via MyGo.
It's also possible, but as I said, for warehouse management, we don't do any stock upload through the MyGo. Only for MM side, without AWM or EWM. Okay, because all our warehouse based on the storage locations, not based on the storage type locations rather than storage locations. Okay, we never upload like that. Okay.
Suppose your stock, like in a DK one, if there is none, stock is showing 0, then if you want to put adding some more stock, how you do within the warehouse, sir?
So you have to do PI adjustment, or you have to recept it. Okay.
Via ME23 and
no, that's what I'm telling. That ME is no longer is there, right? All MyGos only. MyGo never used in the EWM. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Yep.
See, we need to see that. Whether you need to always see that whether the storage location is the EWM managed storage locations or managed storage location.
Yeah.
Just I will explain to that. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. When you get a chance, can you explain IM maintenance, IM based warehouse, like what's the difference between both of WM and IM?
Also, we need to cover batch management as well, correct?
Yeah, we do one by one. Okay. Before jumping straight away, First, we'll go through that. Okay. I know that yesterday we have some issues. Some people have joined. Some people may not join. Because there are several people joined, so we don't want to all together. So first we'll go to the where we are up to now. Okay. Just a minute. Hope you can see my screen now. Excellent sessions. Okay, we'll go through few minutes what we have done. Okay, because that's why you will be better position. Okay, you see, last these sessions we have covered. Okay? So if you see last on master sessions we have covered. Few minutes we'll go through that. Okay, we covered all the warehouse management and layouts, terminology, basic concept kickstart we have done it. And also we covered organized structure, both S4 and EWM architecture, and also all complete AW architecture. And master data we covered, warehouse document types we covered, like how many document types we have, how we can copy document type, existing document types for the different similar kind of inbound or outbound. Okay, that's what we discussed. And we discussed HU management, and we discussed, okay, after that, I think we discussed the POSC, process oriented control, like how we can do complex inbound process. For that, again, master configuration. And also, again, we discussed about the activity management, importance of activity management and bin configuration, and importance of deconsolidation, how it works, what basis it's going to work. We also discussed automatic door determination, and storage type determination and bin search, all these things we have done it. Okay, but bin types also we have covered, but bin types only one-to-one relation we have done. Okay, but what happens if you have multiple bin types, where the products we have, but the one bin type product is completely full? What happens? Where should go next? Or it will be landing in the red zone. Red zone means system is failed to propose the final location. Are we going to the different location? So the bin type the determination is also there. We can go for one bin type, or if the product should go, one bin type location is failed, no bins is there, how we can set it? That's a bin type determination is also there, but we will cover sometime as inbound excellence. Okay, and we covered almost as a lot of scenarios we run it. We have done covered exception handling also, but exception handling for inbound, what we covered, and assuming that you received, but using exception code, you can adjust the within the HU stock difference. Okay, HU stock difference. We also covered exceptions how to change final storage location. For example, when a warehouse operator goes to the location where he's supposed to put the stock, but he realized that the bin is damaged or the bin access is stopped. Maybe there are several reasons behind that. So he needs not to come back again to the staging area, inbound staging area. Okay, what he can do, he can always trigger exception code to change the final storage location. Whatever system proposed, because of some damage happened, some access problem or some maintenance purpose. So you can always use the exception code. Okay, so that is the one thing, exceptions. We covered it, but we will cover that exception once again today. We will try to use the code that is, using the HU difference adjustments, and also we will try to use how to change the final storage location. Okay, that during exceptions we will cover. Today I'm going to cover that, but just a reminder of that one. Okay, we also covered the radio frequency and RF device, how it works. Okay, see, same thing in entire inbound process we covered with the, and even POSC and LOSC. Okay, we discussed even layout oriented control, how it works, the LOSC, and how we can combine with the POSC and LOSC. Okay, as I said, LOSC we can always LOS within the POSC. Okay, so in interview time, very important how we can do that. Okay, POSC always starts first. Okay, Then within the POSC, you can always embed with the LOSC, layered storage control. As I said, where you want to send some ID point location for weight checks, or you want to map the conveyor belts or lifts, then you can use for the LOSC. Okay, so we covered RF environment also, and then we discussed all these things: resource group, resource management, all the verification profile, everything. Exhaustively we discussed. Though we said is a mastery, but we covered a lot of things. But the mastery, you need to realize that we also cover a lot of things. Even that is excellence, almost a mini excellence, you can say, because that's where we cover a lot of things as a part of mastery. Okay. And we also cover transportation in it. Okay, how we can perform the inbound activities. Okay, when you receive the any LU delivery number or ASN number, so how we can connect the delivery and to perform the unloading, again put unloading and deconsolidation, so on. So, okay, you know that inbound you can unload from the RF guns, and you can do the deconsolidation in even RF guns, and even final put away also you can do the RF guns. Okay, but the only thing is VAS you cannot do, but there is no provision in a RF environment to do the VAS. VAS is completely GUI based only. Okay, that means even in a real-time warehouse operations, they use a GUI, means like, laptop, desktop, something. They use the desktops. So they perform the VAS activities in the system, in the GUI application, rather than the RF guns. Okay. And also we discuss the post-processing frameworks. Okay. We also discuss the post-processing frameworks, where we discuss how we can enable, how we can automate some of the processes, like, auto creation of the warehouse task. Okay, auto creation of the waves. Waves, you have seen them, right? Wave management we covered. So like that, you can always automate, like, how to label the paper. There are several operations, several activities can trigger, like sending a message. Okay, so through the PPF only the communication happens. Any activity, for example, GR, goods receipt happened. Okay, through the PPF only you can send the communication back to the S4 system. Okay, and also apart from that, if at all you want to print the labels, you can only trigger the printing or printing all the printing activities through the PPF actions. We discussed extensively PPF also. Okay, but I will refresh once again PPF. Because we have done fully HU receiving label, right? So we will also discuss outbound side. Okay, what stage you need a labels printing? Okay, what stage you need a label printing? Okay, because we have covered a business process as a complex outbound process, but we discuss some extent, but we will go very in detail one, like, how when we are going to configure this labeling, printing a label, what stage? Okay, that's where we again will refresh. In fact, we covered, but again we will go through some more detail than that, so that you understand the complete process. Okay, and also we covered outbound process, and this before jumping in this one, even inbound. If you go back here, the inbound I covered even value-added service. Okay, the exclusively value-added service. And we have already tested package spec structure, all these things we determine. Okay, any VAS, just you need to see VAS, the deconsolidation is like a work center. 5 steps, 5 steps. As long as you remember any work step, 5 steps, then you don't forget anything. Okay, so always in a storage type followed by bin, then warehouse, like, work center layout, because that's where how it looks like. You manage it for deconsolidation, or like, VAS, value-added service, or packing. So it's all the transactions important, how to determine if it's a deconsolidation or VAS. Okay, then once you define it, then you need to create a work center. Then under that you assign storage type, and again is repacking. All the, even if it's a complex inbound or outbound, then you need to specify the external storage step, either deconsolidation or VAS. So what else you need to do? Work center always linked to the bin again. That's the 5 steps. Okay, any work center is the 5 steps. If you remember, that's it. Okay, and we ran completely, and also we covered auto pack concept. Okay, This auto pack, why we need auto pack, as we discussed as a business process. There are occasions where, supplier may not send any packing information, but you receive the goods. So, but ASN is created, but not at all created even S4 system for packing. Okay, then supplier deliver the goods. ASN is created but not packed. So those products automatically in EWM system, every line item system checks, is this a pack specs is maintained, then auto pack will follows, and it packs the HU, packs the products. That is auto pack. Okay, so maybe if you forgot that one, just you go back and check. Okay, where we have configured that's that document type, where we control this one document type, and auto pack again is a package specs determination is there. So so this one is a pack specs. You have to maintain every product. If at all auto pack should happen, then you have 100,000 products. Every product you should maintain pack specs. Okay. As I said, pack specs, you can always upload it other than the manual entry. Once you do one or two, we can always upload. Okay, we will give to the template to the business users during cutover activity time. We will ask him to maintain everything. So just we upload it. Okay. In fact, I explained how to upload also pack specs. Okay, we also covered all the combinations, am I right? So that's why LOS and POS, all the combinations. Okay. And as I said, this is exception handlings, and using some frame, a lot of, even I think RF menu also we have used exception codes. Okay. Resource management we covered, even inbound, like what is the resource management, how we can influence the resource management, like, by queuing, like saying that, you are going to assign dedicated resource for the certain warehouse orders. Okay, warehouse orders means is a package where under that a lot of warehouse tasks will be assigned to the warehouse order. Okay, order is the highest, biggest one or package. So if at all you want to perform certain activities, then you will assign a queue system based on the activity area, activity, and also warehouse process type. We already discussed the resource management, but try to recollect whatever we have done. Okay. So again is a HU receiving label we discussed. That's what as a part of PPF action we covered this one. Okay, may not be in all the one order, but still we covered everything. Okay, so this is also we covered complex outbound process. Yeah, we covered outbound process, basic one. If you go to the mastery, okay, we covered outbound process, and we covered outbound configuration. Okay, how to configure with the S4 and EWM, like shipping points and something major things, because shipping point is a driving for the to create a delivery. Okay, so if you look at the outbound process, we covered a lot of business cases, and we covered with the how to configure S4 to EWM configuration, different document types. Okay, so as of now we have done only simple outbound process, but as I said, real time we have several kind of outbound delivery, standard orders, rush orders. Within the standard, again domestic, and again is a export, again is a rush orders also domestic and export will be there. And also there is a like kit to stock. We are not covered that. So we can always categorize. Okay? We'll see outbound, couple of things we can cover it. Okay? In fact, I explained how to copy the documents and existing standard out B, and just copy it and change your own names. That's what I explained to you. Okay. And we also covered with the PKHU configuration, what is important of PKHU. Okay. And also strategies, stock removal strategies. And similarly, we discussed the inbound is a STSS for the put away strategies. And activity area, we discussed a lot of times. Activities area is a very, very important EWM because it works for the outbound is or outbound or inbound, everything with activity areas. Okay, deconsolidation should work based on the activity area. Okay, without activity area, deconsolidation won't work. You know that. Okay, so similarly, outbound is again is based on the activity area, because the activity area direct link to order creation rule. So we will see that order creation rule. As of now, we have done only one case, but we will cover our advanced time, maybe a couple of things. One is the consolidation, one is the pick path. Okay. I will explain some more order creation rule, and we will run through the complete end-to-end scenario. But we will cover that time, like anything missing. For example, resource management, we are not covered. So we will cover the resource management. How we can include resource management for the outbound time. Okay. But inbound we are done, but outbound time. Okay. In fact, for physical inventory, I covered even resource management, queue management also. But we don't need that much physical inventory. But definitely outbound, we need resource management extensively. Okay. So we covered again complex outbound process using a PYSC, like is the picking, packing and staging, loading and so on. Including TO, we covered it. Okay. This is coming. I think it's a mistake. Something is done it. And also we covered the wave management. Okay. We discussed what is the importance of the wave management and how we can control it, real operations, like, because a lot of deliveries, for example, all the standard orders will assign to the one wave template. And also depends on the, sometime you can always control with some customer, or you can always go for the irrespective of the standard orders. For example, standard orders with a domestic within the country. So you can create a one wave template so that all the outbound deliveries will assign to the one wave template. So whereas operator will release the waves standard, one wave he will release it, so that standard maybe 100 outbound deliveries, standard orders for domestic one wave template. Similarly, for the another wave template for the standard with the exports one. So all deliveries will assign it. But how it is going to assign wave template is based on the condition techniques. That condition technique you can always control based on the customer or say route, or there are several criteria we can go for that. Okay, wave management. Okay, but try to refresh it so that we can again we will review one more time. Okay, wave management. That's what this advanced is. What we can cover is a realistic thing. Okay, generate something, some 10, 15 orders, and then we see that how system is assigning to the is the same wave template or different wave template, or like that. Okay, or you can always manually enforce it also. Okay, you can add 2-3 deliveries, or you can always add 2-3 waves, combining waves, how to merge the waves. Okay, how to log the waves. Okay, so that's where we can always do the wave management there. As also we discuss wave management, there also we have used some kind of PPF also. That means whether wave release happen automatically or like in a manual process. We have tried both automatic as well as the manual one. So manual means the wave template happens automatically. That is automatic. So when as soon as outbound delivery creates, wave template will be created automatically. So we are not doing manual. So wave template automatically assigned. Only thing is the releasing. Releasing means you are creating a warehouse task, a picking warehouse task. Okay, whether it is going to happen manual or automatic, it depends on the business requirement. Okay, certain business they say no, we want to control manually. Morning 7 o'clock, our warehouse will see what are the wave template waves we have, then how many standard orders we have, how many rush orders we have, how many kit to stock we have, how many any special customer deliveries we have. Then we see that total how many line items we are going to release particular day, whether we do morning time, afternoon time, or evening, depends on the 2 shifts or 1 shift operations. Okay, so they can do that. So we will control rather than the system driven, because system driven is so uncontrollable. What happens is if it's system driven, it's a very difficult to control it. System, as soon as the outbound delivery creates wave template assigns, then because you set the timeline, am I right? So morning 9 o'clock, the first wave release, or 7 o'clock first release wave. Then before that, any delivery is created, then it will be assigned before that. Then as soon as the 7 o'clock system automatically releases. And that's where, what happens is some business, they don't like it because they say that, okay, we don't We don't want system driven, it's we cannot control it. Okay? So it's up to the business whether they want to go for auto or manual release the waves. Okay, just I will see the outbound anything here other than this one. So as I said, end-to-end scenario we covered with the complex inbound outbound process, including transportation in it. As we discussed, transportation in it is a once you set up one time, like means of transport and mode of transport, like packaging material transport in it, like big box, rectangular box, vehicle. Okay, so once you configure that, okay, then you need not do any time, because it's the TU config, it will be remain for inbound or outbound same only. So just we reviewed that one, but we have completely covered the end-to-end scenario, picking, packing, and staging and loading, and including the TU. Okay, and also we covered with the wave management, as I said, all covering. I think I'm not sure whether we covered resource management and process codes, exception handling, and some kind of things. I don't think so. We covered this one. Okay. That's what I told him. Resource management. Here we are going to cover the resource management, like pick denial cases. Okay. We will see that. That's what I'm going to cover with the, which are things is not covered. Okay. How we can trigger the exception code, process codes, all these things. Okay. And also we cover the resource management exclusively here. When you are doing different order creation rule, okay, we covered only one case, right? How we can do different order creation rule. Okay, as a medium size warehouse, how many warehouse order creation rule required depends on the outbound, different outbound deliveries and all. Okay. And also our printing configuration we have not covered. Okay, you know that we have not at all covered printing outbound configuration. So start label, pick labels, okay, content label, HU label. So we are not covered that. So we are going to cover that one also. Okay, and then after that outbound grief. Like outbound grief is where you are going to, for example, you have already picked, packed, staged it, okay, and even you loaded into transportation in it, but you have already PCI'd also. Okay, how you can reverse it? See, remember when you PCI, what happened? The invoice automatically sends a communication to the S4 system. Invoice will be created. Even sometimes the invoice will be sent to the customer also. Okay, then how we can reverse whole process from the transportation in it. That means reversal of the PGI. PGI means post good issue. That's called in a terminology where you use an operations, PGI. They call it a PGI, means post good issued. Okay, so how to reverse whole process from the reversal of the PGI. Okay, from the PGI, reversal of the unloading, again cancellation of the HUs, and cancellation of the line items, and cancellation of the sales order. Okay, and if it's a transportation is a link, then it should start reversal of the checkout, check-in, checkout, that you know that very well how it works. So whether it is ad management linked or whether it is ad management not linked. Okay, it's a depends. Ad management is a completely separate package. Depends on the business. Okay, so assuming that ad management may not be there, and with the TU management linked, so you already PCI'd, the communication happened. That means your checkout is also happened. Then the communication will happen to the goes to the transportation in it. So if at all reversal should happen, you should start from reversal from the transportation management. That means freight order. Okay, freight order transportation in it is a more or less same number. So whatever freight order number, transportation number is a more or less same. So how you can reversal from the transportation in it, because you cannot do reversal from the EWM system. Then it should start from the transportation system, saying that reversal of the checkout. That means then you are entering to the ad. Then reversal of the PGI. Then again is reversal, then unloading, because you are loaded, right? So unloading, then move it back stock to the.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, just I'm talking about the general one. Okay. You understand? So this is called the outbound grief. For example, customer, we have already delivered, but some customer suddenly asked to cancel it. Okay. So depends on the where you have to start. That's what we are going to cover as outbound grief. So I
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
will explain to separate different business cases. Okay. So whole process I will repeat so that you can do that reversal of the outbound process. Okay. And the next one is okay, before jumping to, because we are not covered one, okay, but whatever we touched and then what we are going to discuss, that's what I'm trying to explain now. Okay. So now ad management we covered last sessions. I know that other from folks also joined because they thought that this is the new batch, but they, I don't know whether they are already aware of that. We completed mastery. Okay. The mini mastery says it's almost mini excellence, you can say that. So now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cover the inbound grief. Okay. So first I'm going to explain you business case now. Okay. What are the instances we are going to inbound grief means is a cancellation, guys. Okay. Majority grief is a cancellation, and means unexpected situation happens. So how you are going to handle this during the inbound activities? Okay. Okay, then this is the inbound I'm going to cover now. Okay, before jumping to few minutes, what we can do that, what are the remaining topics you are going to expect from me? Okay, I just said outbound grief completely, we are going to do that. And even I'm going to cover more order creation rules. Okay, and we covered some extent, but we are going to explain more on order creation rule. Again, some more wave management, and again is the receiving label. So that way we are very good in the remaining, we'll be more confident and complete outbound process. Okay, so after that, then we will cover the cross docking is a complete topic, so anytime we can cover it, and replenishment, batch management. After that, we will cover it. Okay, so batch management and even serializing. Okay, one by one we go that. Then after that, scrapping. This is again big topic because it's the a lot of warehouses, scrapping is a major activity. So we'll discuss how it works, a scrapping process, how to do, what is the business case, how to design, how to implement. Okay. So the scrapping is a big topic. At least minimum 2 hours required on this. Okay. This is a batch management, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Replenishment, batch management, we will cover both one session. Okay. And cross docking is one session, more or less. Okay. So altogether, assume that cross docking, replenishment, batch management, maybe 2 sessions we can cover this one. Okay. But scrapping it require at least one. Okay.
Naidu, I just have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So batch management is will have batch enabled in S4 and then in EWM. Is that correct?
Correct.
All
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Batch management, because it's a, the EWM may not do directly batch management, but we will enforce from the S4 system, the batch management. Okay. So everything we set up the batch management. The batch is depends on either color or is the country of origin or self-lab, something. There are several parameters we can set up as a batch management. Okay. Because some people will say batch management, the product, for example, country of origin or manufacturing, the product is also batch. Okay. So I will cover couple of cases for you. Okay. Batch management. Okay. And replenishment, yes, this is the internal activity. Definitely we need to cover it, like how to replenish it. And okay. So next one is majority. So almost we covered more than that. So then after that, I'm planning to cover next one is QM to EWM integrations, how to do quality checks when you receive the goods inbound. Okay, how we can do the goods receipt. Okay, so how to goods receipt and how should the product should divert to the quality, and what are the quality checks we can do. After that, after clearing the quality, then we can move to the final locations. Okay. And so these things is a time consuming, but I'm planning to set up background rather than waiting, but I will start this week or next week. So to set up everything so that, I can walk through complete process. Okay. Because the QM is so big, vast, again, is a different model, but because, if I go to the class is difficult, so I will set up everything in the system. So then I will go through one by one. Okay. Same thing, similarly, TM is also like big, but same thing we will try to set up in the system. So I will walk through that. Okay. And a PP is similarly like that. So these things in integration part, I know some people are interested in integration parts. Okay. Serialization. Okay. I will, maximum I will try to set up it, but I will give a kids overview. I will give that. And any announcement, custom monitor, we will see some custom announcements. Okay. And a Fiori application, how to enable the Fiori applications. I will discuss more on the touch base on the customer returns and the vendor returns, how it works. Okay. We'll give more on the realistic way in business, how to do all these things, customer return, vendor returns. Okay. We have already vendor returns is there in AWM, but some people, they don't like existing process. So, always, they've already adopted some business process. So they wanted similar process. Again, we need to change it to in AWM. So that's where it happened. But otherwise, in EWM only, they have a vendor return process. That means when you receive the goods, you can always return. We can create a return delivery against that one. So how do customer returns also? But depends on the business. Majority is manual process. Go ahead. Somebody's asking. Please.
Yeah, when the customer do returns, right, will be covering that the quality inspection and completion.
Yeah, what happened is, customer returns, assuming that we deliver to the goods to the customer, and the customer, there are several reasons behind the customer doesn't want it, or customer sent it because of bad quality of the products or malfunction of the product. Okay, so that case, definitely whatever you said is, then when you receive the customer, definitely it may not go to directly to the final location. Once we receive it, return one, okay, customer return, then it should go to the quality. Yeah, definitely all the returns, it should go to the quality.
Correct.
Okay? Yeah, even vendor returns also, it goes to there is a return quality, then after that we will deliver to them. But as I said, the quality management is there. Even what happened is, sometimes you receive the goods as a regular inbound activities, then once you unload the goods, while because it depends whether you want to unload it, do you want to count it before put away? That is also counting work center will be there. You can always count it. Okay, like after deconsolidation, you want to count it, you want to count the products and make sure that you are accepted, so you can count it. Then what happened during counting activity, then suddenly say that there could be less number of products, so how we can use exception to correct that order. Or some damage happened, then what we have to do is we have to send it to the return location, and we have to communicate to the supplier saying that some damage happened. Once the supplier is accepted that, then we create a return delivery for that. That means through the outbound process, we deliver back to that. So then we put the blocked stock. Returns is which will be blocked, but still that there is a dedicated location where you release the wave. Again, return management means vendor return. Again, you have to create a wave management. So there is a dedicated wave for that, dedicated outbound delivery for return. Then you pick the blocked stock because that will be a different location. Then you deliver to the supplier again. Okay. Similarly, customer return, when you receive it, you have to go for the quality checks. Then once it is clear quality only, then you will move to the final locations. Okay. As I said, quality again is sometimes batch serialized products, some batch managed product, because sometimes you need to ensure them, right, whether that product belongs to you or not. So serialization play a major role there. Okay, customer returns, Because if some of things, some companies, engines, big engine, 10,000, 15,000 products are there. Imagine you delivered 5 years back, but some damn, they thought they want to send it back to them because there is a contract saying that even after 5 years, they can do some overhauling, they can replace something. If you receive after 5 years, then if you don't have serialization management for that, how do you recognize that whether that is belongs to your product or not? So serialization plays a bigger role for customer returns. Okay. I'll stop somebody's answer.
Naidu. Yeah, Naidu, Adrian here. So, another topic that I'm interested in is most of the companies now are using voice picking. So, we don't have the gadget I know for this training, but we can use RFUI voice. That's from my understanding. Will there be any topic do we doing any config on that one? Because uh, most of the companies that I know here, they don't use RF or radio frequency scanning when they do picking. They do voice picking, and yeah. So if we don't have the gadget, then yes, we can use the RF UI for voice. So any topic that we can cover on that one?
I will check it whether you, because we never think of why, because they're all very, very advanced topics. So he can always read some articles and we can, but I will try to give some touch base on that, how it works. Okay. I will see that.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks.
Because
Thanks,
a
Naidu.
lot of things, because AI going to play major role. That's what we hear every day now. It's not
Yep.
something we AI is a that overnight is a becoming a star, but we know that even it's already started because all the warehouse operator jobs is going to vanish very soon because a lot of technological improvements happen, advancement happened, and robotics is going to replace these resources now. And who is a smart guys, who's like highly skilled and who can do, they will be in surviving role. But otherwise, all these low level jobs is going to vanish because the robotics is going to play now. Everything is going to automated now. You have seen a MFS system, material flow control systems, where all automated devices is going to play, even high stackers. So all the resources automated. So you tell me anywhere is the my resource. Only few people will sit, operate, and look after everything. If something happened, that person will go and visit and fix it. So that's what all low-level jobs is going to vanish. Already started. Is not something is that AI is now we are hearing, but is already is a reducing manpower in terms of the warehouses. Okay, lot of automation going on. Especially when we are talking MFS only, that means everything is driven by the mechanical equipments or robotics. Okay. So pick is again why speaking is some kind of advance, because what happened is, and you can also see the everything in your glass also, right? So is spectacles. Okay, in a glass also you can see, even glass you can wear a glass where you can see the all the information in front of you, and so there are so much advanced is there, but depends on the business. For every way business will adapt these things, it's a question mark. Okay, but as long as basic things, how it works, then you can always, at the end of the day, instead of configuring RF gun to the EWM system, you configure the external device. That is called third party, right? Logistics. How to link your EWM to the third party. Okay, either mechanical equipments or robotics. That is so there is a separate session on that. Maybe if you look at any help manual, you can always see that how we can um, connect third-party logistics EWM system. That means third-party logistics, you can cancel the warehouse tasks. You can do all the activities from the third-party system only. Okay, like how RF gun, you can always cancel the some of the tasks, even RF guns, picking and all. Same thing you can control with the third-party logistics, where you can cancel the warehouse task. Okay, that's where you can assign the warehouse task, so warehouse orders to the third-party logistics. Okay. Okay. If any questions before jumping into inbound grip, guys. So these are the main remaining topics we are going to cover for the excellence. But as I said, even when I discuss mastery only, we have covered a lot of topics, honestly. So
Night it will take end of this month to complete, correct?
month or next month sometime.
Oh,
Honestly,
okay.
you ask me, is it, who is that? Subramanian, right?
Yeah, correct.
Because voice here. Yes, Subramanian, because I won't follow time bound honestly. Okay, if I'm a time bound guy, I could unfinish long back. Okay, so the thing is how
Yeah,
much we
these
can
sessions are excellent actually. You are giving very good information and hands-on stuff. Yeah, this is real good. I'm just asking. So
That's what
yeah,
if I'm savvy about the time, I couldn't complete a long back because
right.
it's a my wish. It's not something Sastrageek driving to me. This is a my wish. So it has a benefit of every individual. I'm trying to bring as much as my experience, my operation experience, my warehouse experience, my WM experience, so that I'm trying to explain you, so that at least you will be benefited. Otherwise, if a time bound, we can complete a long back. You tell me now, I can say already I covered everything. Okay. So few topics.
No restriction. You take your own time. So this is really helpful to everyone. Excellent sessions. Thank you so much.
If no questions, we'll cover the inbound grief now. Okay.
Sir, one
So,
more question. This last question for
please,
you.
yeah.
I just want to ask you one. The thing is, once you finish this course, are you able to give us any dummy projects for,
I mean,
to
if for a good
get
enough
some
Kiran,
hands-on experience?
yeah, if a good enough Kiran, our layout itself is a project for you. That's what I told you. Okay, what I said, I sent a message to you Telegram day before, I think last week sometime, saying that if I am there, I could have spent nearly 10 hours for each video, make a notes, make a document, because this time for me, if I invest this time for me, I need to survive for 20-25 years. Okay. I'm not going to today for my putting effort 10 hours for each video, not for some time. It's for I'm looking for 20-25 years now. Okay. So you need to question yourself what I'm doing now. Okay. So what Sir is saying is 10 hours for each video, make a note, make a document. This document will help for 25 years. And it's every time you need not to go back to watch my videos. Just you can go through 10-15 minutes the document. Either you make a presentation or whether you make a Word document or notes in Excel, anything. You just make a notebook so that, during interview time, you need not to go through all the videos, just to go through a few points. That's it. That's why you are not going to put effort today for the just sake of something on it. You are going to put for 20-25 years, because EWM, it will be emerging field, already emerged now. But as I said, 36,000 warehouses is already, it is in the working in the warehouse, simple warehouse management. Some is already moved, but not all. And as I said, going further, MFS system is going to more emerging. All the warehouses going to automate now. Okay. So they should move to if at all survival for the business, always business, what base business will be driven is always driven business is based on the competition. If you are manufacturing, other people are manufacturing, both are, who is going to deliver quick? You need to understand, so many things. So put a more effort, because when you are learning, put a more effort, try to make as much as notes as possible. As I said, the day one, my warehouse itself is a project for you guys. Okay. That's what we are not discussing something, right? Daily we warehouse only. I'm explaining business case. I'm trying. So if I make a document, whatever configuration you make it, one document, and a business steps, like, how you are going to give for UAT, SIT test steps. That's it. So if you go even almost, you can say this, my training, it gives you more than 5 to 6 years experience directly. You understand?
Yeah.
Kiran, something 5 to 6 years. Okay, not anything. 5 to 6 years. If you are smart enough, you can say that I'm 5 to 6 years. It's knowledge.
Yeah, that's great, sir. But the thing is, when we sit with the business people, because I've been working in MM so long, the business specs keep changing. This very contradictory business asking these and that. Nowadays
You
it's like,
can always say, Kiran, because you always, we can't say no. First, you need to take a business saying that, okay, we will see that. And then after that, you come back and see what are the feasibility we have in the system, how we can able, what are the merits and demerits, and what are the restrictions we have. Are we going to enhance it or not going to enhance it? So that's why we never say reject any business things. But we'll always try to how we can convert business requirement into reality. That's where we work, because otherwise you may lose the business, right? If you say something now, okay? But there are some exceptions where you cannot do something, so we need to tell politely, saying that this is the constraints at the moment. If at all you need a lot of announcement required, are you happy for that, to pay for that?
Yeah,
You
that's right.
understand? So that's where we need to be smart enough, where you take explain, we need to convince the business users such a way they should be in a position to accept our, okay, yes, whatever you are saying is right. Okay, but first you need to write everything, make a notes, make a document, develop a business process, and see that what are the, whether you can make it or not. But you don't give a promise the day one. That's a very important. You never say that. Even if easy things also, you never say that yes, we can do right away. Okay, yes, okay, we will. Yeah, this is a requirement. We will see that. Yes, we have confident enough. We will again. We'll come back to you. We'll confirm. Okay, always put some kind of check. Don't give upfront. Okay, say that yes, we will come back. We will review everything, and what are the whenever you are doing something, you should tell that. Okay, what happened existing process? What are the consequences? What is the impact assessment? Say that impact assessment. You need to do some impact assessment before going to give a final, saying that we can do something. Okay.
Yeah, most of the problem with the greenfield implementations are nowadays is every company is cost cutting and do this, do that. After S4 deadlines, is getting a stress nowadays. Some companies said,
Everywhere, that's why we are all driven by pressure, because a lot of competition. So everybody wants to move fast. So there's a fast-paced environment now. So yeah, that's what you need to take things very easy way, Kiran, rather than taking a pressure way, take a pleasure way. Okay, saying, oh, I'm getting more work. Okay, think like, oh, I'm getting more work. Come on, I say, yeah, give me more.
So, Naidu, when we come to PP EWM integration, I mean, that is the piece that is very integral. So I don't know, we spend a lot of time in outbound and inbound. So when we do the PP EWM integration, can we spend a good bit of time for that process? Because that's very commonly used in a lot of my clients.
Integrations we already done, right? EWM to MM we have done it, EWM to SD we have done. What else you need? And as I said,
no, PP side, PP, production orders, process orders.
We will cover this one because this is very advanced demo, right? See, QM is separate model, but again is integration EWM. I need to do set up some kind of QM and all. TM is I need to maintain a lot of master data, and the PP is not as simple as we discussed the MM and SD. MMSD is the base. Definitely, without MMSD, nothing would happen inbound, outbound. But PP is a separate one, right? So if it's the manufacturing industry, where your warehouse is managed even to deliver your products to for the production also. Okay. So
So that is where the component staging.
But we will cover business as much as I will give more business cases and I will explain, and as much as information I will share so that you can always build based on that. Okay, that's one thing you need to see, that you need not fear any project or anything, because always somewhere you have to start, somewhere you learn on the job. Most of the things you can learn on the job. Okay, so most of the things. So one thing you need to think, that irrespective of my project, whether I knowingly, unknowingly don't, whether know or unknown. So what you say, that smartly accept it. Okay, you know that you have a time, you may not do it overnight. So you need to accept the things and learn it on the job. Okay, so even if are in there some gaps, you can learn it from by reading the documents. If are in the already in the major clients, major implementation partners, they have already existing documents. Okay, you should not forget something. Oh, I need to remember everything. See, every company implement already, they have a lot of implementation projects is there. They can have already documents is there. Self-explanatory documents is existing already. So you can always just, once you have a knowledge, if you walk through that, oh, it's easy to do that. Okay, and also SAP provides you best practices documents for the implementation partners. For example, you want to do PP, they will provide you latest best practice documents, if at all, how to integrate a PP with EWM. You understand? So that's why you need to realize that you need not to remember everything. So it's not easy. As a human being, it's impossible to remember so many things. But as a practice, we can remember. But doesn't mean that, you don't know anything. But we try to remember as much as possible. But so there are documents already existing, standard documents. Okay, so that fear should not be there. But I will cover these things, okay? As much as possible, I will cover, guys. Okay, but you should be patient enough my times. Okay. Anything, guys? Okay, I will start a grief now. And as I said, somebody, Kiran asked him, right? Some project, Kiran. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's right.
I'm going to give okay, after grief, I'm going to give one project for you guys. Okay. You combine with the existing process. Okay. What we can do, I will explain you, and then you do the practice. And if you have a problem, then I will explain on next, maybe next class. Okay. So inbound, I will add some more things. Okay?
Yeah.
As I said, inbound, because we are doing all the time deconsolidation only. What happened? Direct product. There is no deconsolidation.
Yeah.
Okay. So because you are receiving a product with the same purchase order, few products are it comes under the one HU, and a few products, one product it is a massive product, assuming that okay, it's a massive product, single product, but the quantity more. Okay, single product, the quantity more. So how we can do that? Okay, so you are within the purchase order. One is a deconsolidation product, and a few product, maybe few products is the different products that is not undergoing a deconsolidation. So how you can do as a one purchase order? Okay, that I will cover. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can do, but I will explain now. Once I cover brief, then maybe if you want to start for that one, I will start right away that one.
Yeah, that's up to you, sir.
So this is the way we know because we have covered a lot of things inbound. So this is the way, if at all you want to more excellence, this is excellence more or like, how we can convert realistic things, that's what I want to try to cover more on that excellence. Let's finish the grief because it will be clear on the topic. Once I clear the grief, then we will start that. Okay, I will jump into system, SAP system. Hope we can see my SAP screen now.
Not yet. Still going.
The black camera, right? Is now. Now it's okay.
No, still we can see remote desktop connection. Yeah, now it should be okay.
Two things, because one person asked me physical inventory, how to pump it. I will do that one. And grief and adding another, I will give as an assignment for you guys. Okay. But you try it, whatever knowledge you have. Okay. And then let me know. Okay. But I will explain business case and you use whatever knowledge you gain. Then you try it. If not there, tomorrow I will explain again. Okay. Okay. Now, grief activities. Okay. Inbound grief. Okay. The topic we are going to cover is the inbound grief. Okay. Inbound grief. What is the inbound grief? Grief means anything, maybe the cancellation or anything, an exceptional circumstance happened. Okay. Either that's called inbound grief. So what is the inbound grief means? Real time in a business case. For example, okay, there are occasions where what happened is customer sent ASN and we created a delivery. We already deliver as a distributed EWM system. That is the inbound delivery. Distributed as an inbound delivery in EWM system. Okay. So you want to cancel it. Okay. You want to cancel the entire ASN. Okay. First one is the cancellation of the ASN. That means advance shipping notification. Or you can say that LE number. That is the entire delivery you are going to cancel. Okay. LE ASN. Hope you can see, right? My writings in the SAP screen. Okay. Okay. Entire delivery, inbound delivery, you are going to cancel it. IBD. Okay. IBD is at the header level. Okay. At the header level, you are going to cancel. That means the entire delivery. Hope you can see my writing in the SAP screen. Can you confirm, guys?
Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you can see.
one is ASN, mean advanced shipping notification, or early delivery number, or inbound delivery number. So entire delivery should be cancelled. As I said, some occasions and system wise say that they created, but some reason they want to cancel this one. Okay, how to do that one? First one. Second case. Okay. And the second way can is we have IBDs we have recepted, and physical also we recepted IBDs, inbound deliveries, and we perform the unloading activities also. Okay, we performed the unloading activity, performed unloading, unloading. We performed unloading also. Okay, we performed unloading, but what happened is, because within the HEO, okay, when you do deconsolidation or repacking, okay, some missing a product. Okay,
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
missing the product, missing the quantity, you can say the missing quantity. Okay, or damage the product, damage. Okay, these are the exceptions. Okay, see, you thought that system say within the HU system says 100 quantity, but when you physically you see that it may be 19 quantity. So missing quantity, how you are going to use. Okay, so you know that exception code you are going to use, exception code difference, you know that. So how you are going to use. Okay, and the damage happened. So damage happened means what? You may not going to do put away, right? Then what you do damage? Okay, assuming the 100 quantity, just I'm using thumb rule. Okay, 100 quantity, only 10 quantity damage, 90 only is there. But you need to recept 90 quantity. Am I right? You are going to use and recept the 90 quantity, and the 10 quantity you should make it a 0, or you are going to you have to tell the supplier saying the 10 products is the damage happened. Then we have to return it, right? You have to return it. But because you already recepted as a 10 quantity. So what you have to do, whether if it's not an overnight we do that. Okay, what happens is the business how it works. Once receipt happened, then the communication will happen from the warehouse team, inbound team, to the directly material control team. Okay, or like a purchasing team. It goes that because there are occasions material control team is a communication will happen, or its communication will happen to the purchasing team, because who look after all the purchasing activities. That means there is a controller is there for all the even purchasing side also. So we need to appropriate a person, we need to communicate from the inbound team. They will communicate to the relevant team saying that this is the problem. Then what happens is the purchasing team will communicate to the supplier saying that, of course, we recepted, but when you counting that, we realize that there is a 10 quantity damage happened. What do you want to do that? Are you going to accept this one? They will say, no worries. Okay, make a 90 quantity as invoice. Okay, make it remaining 10. Can you return for that? Okay, so that is what you have to do is only receipt the 90 quantity. Okay, and using exception code 10 quantity, you can move it into some different location. Maybe you can say some return location. Okay, that means these things you are enforcing 10 quantity. That means the entire HU 100 quantity, then you need to split them, right? Because you are recepting this one. Okay, so you need to make it a 2 HUs 90 quantity, and there where you can do that. Okay, so whether within the deconsolidation you are going to split it 2 HUs, or that's where we need to see that. Okay, so that 90 quantity you recept, and the remaining 10 quantity you need to move it into the some kind of designated area. Okay, maybe return area or vendor return areas. Okay, or supply return areas. So then you need to create again, then there is a storage type and storage bin for this case. Right, return. So the return means, again, as I said, I will always go for basics, blocked stock for that case. Return is a blocked all the time. When you do that, it should be blocked for that. So then the 10 quantity, what happens is, because the return is a 10 quantity, we can return later stage. Okay, so we can create a vendor return process, we can deliver it. Okay, so this is the another case. Okay, third case, maybe yeah, this one. Okay, third exceptions. Okay, guys, I'm writing here. Sorry. Okay, because I like to write rather than the typing, because it saves a lot of time. If a typing mean half a time, we'll go only typing only. So third one case, what happened is you received the IBDs. That means IBD items, whatever the IBDs means, that the HUs, right? Handling unit. At the end of the day, you are unloading HUs. Okay, the product within that products is there. You unload it. Okay, and so, okay, one couple of HUs, one HU, because it's the non-homogeneous having 3 products. Okay, always it goes to the deconsolidation. Okay, it goes to the decons. And one HU, as I said it. Okay, under the PO, we have, okay, some is the is different 3T products, one HU, and one product is a very big product, but number of products is number of items more, but one single HU. And but this product is set up is not a deconsolidation product. It is go direct after unloading. It's good. Okay, once unloading happened, some reason this HU, okay, and very big HU, you want to split it. How you are going to split it? Okay, then how you are going to split this one? Once a split happens, okay, then how you are going to trigger the warehouse tasks? Okay, where is your system? Is a system driven, or you can send it to something. And also, you one more thing is final put away. Final put away also, as I said, what happens is when you are going to do final put away, okay, damage happened. For a particular storage bin, source bin is a damage. That means system proposed final put away location, but some reason due to maintenance they blocked that bin, or due to some physical damage they blocked something. There are several reasons. So then how operator can trigger using exception code so that he can change the final storage location. Okay? Final.
Sir, Naidu sir, a question for you here. Because when final destination bin, can we overwrite without using exception code? We can overwrite that. As a forklift driver, he can overwrite to next bin.
No, that's what I'm right. It won't allow. That's what you see. You need to, system won't allow, because system is a proposed one. So even you try to do is say that it will be only, it will only be allowed using exception code. You have seen him, right? Doing exceptions.
Yeah, we did, but a real-time scenario, because when forklift driver, he can, without using exception code, you just go and suppose the bin is blocked, you can change the bin is blocked, then you can move into the next bin.
That's what he has to do is he can cancel that warehouse task. Okay, so he has to cancel the warehouse task. Then there is a provision, he can always, wherever you want, he can do that. He has to cancel it. So during that occasion, he can always cancel the warehouse task. With the RF gun, he can create the new warehouse task, but he, assuming that warehouse operator knows that this is empty, but that is again dangerous. How do you know that? But he has to check the stock overview within the RF gun, ensure that that bin is empty. Okay, so instead of these errors, sometimes it may prone into errors. So with the exceptions, though, the system will always find the empty location. Okay, our generally all the put away activities based on the empty bins concept, or some occasions is the existing stock allowed. That means already bin is there, already some stock is there, but addition to stock is allowed or not. That is another thing is there. Okay, depends on the business.
Consolidating the same stock into same bin.
Same stock. Okay, that addition to that means you have already stock, but are we allowing another additional stock? That's addition to. Look, that means the storage type where you made when you set up it, whether addition to stock. For example, mezzanine, we already set up addition to existing stock, because mezzanine is a loose parts, always allowed addition to, as long as within
as
the
a ground location
capacity. Capacity weights and dims. If you exceed, then it's system proposal for the another way.
Yeah, ground location you can add as much as you can until you get enough space, right? Until suppose next storage location, then system doesn't allow because the weight capacity.
These things is the okay, as an inbound majority we cover this one, guys. Okay, but something, as I said, inbound grief happen. Another cases, for example, when you unload happen. Fourth case, okay, just a fourth case I'm trying to say. Fourth case, you unload happen, okay, IBDs, okay, maybe IBDs you have, so IBDs or HUs, I can say, handling units, you unload it, okay, some reason system failed to, okay, system failed to propose a final destination, whether it is a deconsolidation product, whether deco product, okay, deco product, whether deco product or direct product, okay, deco or direct product. So it's a fail to, as soon as unload happen, system fail to create final put away storage locations, or it's moving to next location, final locations, I can say final locations, final storage locations. Okay. So that means unloading happened, but is the system failed to create a next warehouse task, then how we are going to do? Okay. How we are going to trigger manually? Okay. So how we can be allowed, so whether repacking or triggering, creating a warehouse task manually. Okay. This is another exceptions. Okay. So anything you want, some guys already exposed, and anything I'm missing?
Yeah, the thing is, as you said, sir, because storage bins are full, right? When we delivered IBD inbound deliveries, system saying that because storage is no empty storage bins there, what you can do in that case?
No bins is available.
Yeah, no bins is available because you unload happened. You IBD inbound delivery, you already goods received. System is not proposing the bin because there is no storage bins available.
What happened is at that case, it will be there still staging, inbound staging area only.
Yeah, you can move into the staging area, but you need to pick that item as soon as possible.
So then what we have to say that we will ensure that, then see, definitely it may not be the case, okay, but there are occasions happens, as you said about it. Okay?
Real-time scenarios, sir, I've seen so many because we do get, because I do deal with sometimes, because the thing is, pick slips already dropped because pickers are waiting to pick that item because we don't have storage bins available. We already GI them, goods received them, and we can't move anywhere because there is no storage bins available.
No, then that's what we call as a hot bay. Okay, that means hot bay is a virtual location, guys. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hot bay. Okay, that another term, but may not be same. Okay, we might have used some this terminology because when we implement some project with hot bay, because that's a business terminology, because what they think is a virtual location. Hot bay is a virtual location where it will be majority we think nearest to the outbound area. Okay, hot bay is again is a fictitious location, is a virtual location where you move. That means close to the outbound area, but it's a pickable location. Okay, so first system check the, for example, just I'm going to write, okay, some hot bay location HB01 hot bay location. One is the HU managed, non-HU managed, okay, non-HU, and the HB02, okay, is a storage type, guys, okay, storage type, okay. This is the storage, is the HU managed, okay. So assume that is the Kiran saying, okay, so because no bins available in the system, but that customer is already placed the order and he is waiting. But unless you move to stock from our 271D, okay, our 271D to the 271, yes, system never proposes the stock, never allocates that. Okay, what happens is customer place a order, but system is not confirmed because stock is a 271D. It might have confirmed 271D, but 271D is the inbound area. It's not a pickable location. Am I right? Inbound 271D, any bins in that case, the inbound area, unless final rack, final bins, system never converts F1 stock to the F2 stock. F1 should be F2, am I right? Only F2 stock is a pickable stock. So then what we can do, as I said, no bin, am I right? So physical stock is the inbound area. You move to the hardbound, that means nearest to the outbound area, because the customer place order. As soon as you move to the outbound hot bay location, hot bay you can always maintain or maybe 10 or 15 bins for this one. Even HU man is also 10 to 15 bins, or one bin is also possible, but provided is saying addition to existing stock is allowed. Okay, guys. Okay, you can always one storage type, one bin is always possible, or you wanted you don't want put under the storage type hot bay, maybe 10 bins you wanted, empty bins. Okay, so that is also possible. Or else one bin, one storage type, one bin, that bin is, it will be allowed unlimited HUs, unlimited products. That means no restrictions. That is also possible. That means you can always say the addition to existing. So in that case, Kiran's case, what is saying that we need to move the stock from 271 to the hot bay location so that it changes the stock from 271 to 271. Yes. Then automatically in the system runs the background, depends on the order, whether it is a customer order, whether it is a standard order, whether it is standard order or rush order. If it's a rush order, it will be run some background rush order. Typically, the business every 10 minutes or 10 minutes, 5 minutes for rush order. So it runs every day. Every 10 minute system runs, checks all the sales orders, existing rush orders, then try to check the stock and allocate the stock and create the batch job for the deliveries, outbound deliveries. Same thing for standard orders. Standard orders may not be the priority, right? Standard orders, we have a long lead time. The delivery time we have for the customer. Remember, standard delivery cost is very less. Same product, if you deliver a standard order, the price will be different. If it's the same product, if you are going to deliver rush order, the price will be, because rush means the time. Because customer is at the risk of, we wanted quick, but you wanted to quick means we have to charge more, because rush means we have to arrange a vehicle, transport. It's a lot of things in a logistic aspect. So then rush orders will run every 15 minutes or 10 minutes to check these stocks and create the schedule lines and create a outbound delivery. So as soon as stock moves to 271, yes, assuming that particular Kiran's order, it runs back. If it's a rush delivery, it picks the allocation will happen through the ATP check. See, ATP is available to promise. We discussed something, but if you need, I can give more insight on that. The new announcement has brought into AATP available to advanced, available to promise. Of course, Sastrageek is giving some training on that. It's going on, I believe, this month or started. I'm not sure that. I think almost 10 to 15 sessions is happening on the AATP available to promise. Okay. If you are really interested, please join for that. Okay.
Is that
if you
SD?
need anything,
I think
yes.
It's related to SD topic.
Need, I can explain, guys. Okay, that's what I'm telling. Don't restrict, guys. If you don't, you should have a powerful cross-function knowledge. Okay, you should be in a position so that even you can challenge other SD guy also. That much knowledge you should gain. Okay, if you want in the business, you should learn like that. Okay,
sir. In this scenario, what I've done, we suggest a business we created a floor location. We created a floor locations. Once bins are available, what we suggested a bin to bin movement from floor location to the existing. Once bins are available, then we created floor location to the bin final destination.
As I said, hot bay means a virtual location, or you can go floor locations. But see, you said is no aim, right? It's not at all available. That's what you are saying. It's not available. Physically is not. Assuming that, see, business, what we do is majority racking, mezzanine location and racks. What happens is there are occasions, even floor locations, the bulk storage locations, because it may not be possible to fit every product at the racking area, every product mezzanine. As I said, bulk means very massive, guys. You can't believe that the weight may be 110, 2 tons of the sometime. Okay, there are products where I'm working. So the products is nearly 2 tons product. That means huge power components, manufacturing power pump. So daily customer, 2 tons. You may not possible to even the store. It will be outside of the ad also. That means ad means, the outside, but we create a separate storage ad and we keep outside to protect everything. Okay.
We can create ad, we can create container location as well.
Yeah. So we can do anything, guys. Okay. So I'll give more and more in a practical way, some kind of businesses. So you'll give it some knowledge.
One thing, sir, racks are capacity driven, right? We can't, each rack is like, if you go to A, B, C, A is like 2,600. If you go to the B is like 2,000, C is like 1,700. according to the capacity, and we can't move the stock more than that weight.
Yeah, that's what rack, because it cannot carry certain weight, maximum 1,000 kilograms maximum. As per my knowledge, 1,000 or 700 is a maximum. So you cannot put any more than. And also volumes is also restriction, right? See, it is a one criteria. Volume is also one more criteria. Okay, so we have something actually where I'm doing right now.
Even
so,
HU size also vary. If you go to A is different, B is different, C is different. Keep changing the HU size as well.
Because that's where different bin types are, right? Bins also will vary. Racking is same. Majority racks
Racking
are same.
will say same, yeah.
But mezzanine, as I said, small loose parts, that it will be different bin types.
Mezzanine is different, yes.
So we can categorize as a different bin types also. Okay, as I said, small toad, large toad, like that. So listen, the terms, so don't worry, guys. Okay, see, you need to see physical structure of the warehouse. That is a very, very important. That's where is the lagging between learning EWM is, because you see something is surprising there. Okay, what do you need to think that how I can convert business into EWM? That's very important. Okay, that is the very, you need to see that. Okay, so once you understand the business inputs, you can easily convert EWM. That's not at all a problem. First, you need to be very good in the business process, business knowledge. Yeah. So that is the way the people fail to learn EWM. Because it's not like other modules, where you can easily simply understand like MM and ESD. It's very straightforward. But EWM is not like that. EWM, you need to visualize everything in that. Thinking that, okay, you need to imagine racks, how it looks like rack. You need to see some pictures.
It's very complex.
You need to see that. The complex also. EWM is not as easy like other model. And also is the biggest, means is heaviest and the more topics compared to any other model. You can learn very easily other model, but not EWM. EWM is so vast, so vast. Okay, that's
and one more thing, sir. Storage sections, EWM, we don't have any more storage sections, right?
Sections, if at all, Kiran, still you can use section. Okay, there is absolutely no problem. Okay, so but section is not a mandatory. Okay, that's only say that. Doesn't mean that you are not stopping to not to use. Okay, you can do that.
Yeah. But WM we used to have a section mandatory, but not EWM.
Yeah, EWM is no mandatory. Okay?
Yeah.
So see, if at all, what you can do, for example, because outbound we are doing very basic, right? So for example, in outbound, guys, in real time, okay, I don't want to jump. That's what this is the excellence where we discuss a lot of business case, realistic business case, so that you get a more knowledge, more exposure. Okay, see, in a real time outbound, just one case, 1 minute. See, in a real time outbound, how many packing centers? Minimum 10 to 15 packing work centers are there. But how many we created here? One packing work center. Then you think that one packing, 10, 15 packing centers. And within the packing centers also, you have so many locations, because within the packing center one, we have a 10, 15 bins locations also. So the designated parts will go to based on the empty storage location. It goes there. So the different customers will go different location, based small products, large products. So that's again, it will categorize that. So you need not worry all these things. Oh, sir is giving so much. So see, nothing impossible as a human being. Okay, it starts somewhere. Over the period of time, he will learn. He gains one by one, and he will learn it. Okay, so it's not like something is impossible. Okay, some experience gained means he has exposed more. You are not exposed means when time comes, you will be exposed. You will learn anything. Okay, only thing is you need to take easily things. Okay, the challenge here is how easy you take it, how easily take a pressure. So pressure you should convert as a pleasure. Okay, that is only, because as I said, Kiran said, a lot of pressure in the business. Expectations are very high. Okay, and a cool way you deal it. And but there are so much resources available, abundant resource available in the system, in the database. You say Google or say ChatGPT. Now is very smart, so you can search, you can get it peacefully. You need to spend time and understand it. See that how you can convert that requirements.
The thing is, sir, only suppose the business to business is different. Suppose pharmaceutical, when you come to engineering, totally WM layouts, everything we have to start from scratch.
Yes,
pharmaceutical, they use batch management. 100%, every item is batch management. When you come to the engineering, they more focus on serial numbers. They do batch, but not like pharmaceutical industries. like retail industries, like grocery, those use a lot of batch management. Even warehouse layouts are different. We have to sit with the business, so many meetings come, it's not one day. It does take a lot of inputs we have to do
Yeah,
that.
that's what So what I want to try to say, guys, okay, you need not worry. The business industry to industry will change. The terminologies will, but as long as your commandable knowledge, whatever I explained, if you thorough that one, okay, one aspect you are thorough that, that's it. Rest is a fingertip to grab everything. Okay, so no matter is whether it is a pharmaceutical company, whether it is a FMCG, whether it is the oil and gas industry, whether aerospace or automotive, or whatever it may be. Okay. Okay. FMCG means like food industry. Okay.
Food industry.
Retail industry, even retail industry. So retail will different. So that's a different business, but the basics is the remain, right? Concepts remain same. It may be slightly will vary. Okay. Okay, I'll stop. I think somebody is asking Kiran, am I right? Kiran, sorry, Shekhar is asking, sir, is it possible to automate asset creation? Yeah, this is a challenge, Kiseka, because parking, SIP HU creation, we can automate, nothing wrong. But as I said, like so much the automation required. Like you need to see that once pick it, what kind of system should understand based on the weight and all. System should propose where is a small packing, a large pack, a medium pack, what kind of packs. Okay, so 99% business will go for the manual approach because they see because there is checking mechanism required. They're saying they will check the contents when you pick it before packing. They check, okay, whether all the packed items are correct, quantity are correct, then they pack it. So that's choosing the pack specs based on the weight and volume is up to the business. Okay, whether they want to automate, whether they want to go for the manual selection. That means once you pick it, then it will be there in the pack area. They see that, okay, how many products, what is the length, width, and what kind of packing. They will choose manually. Oh, this one, this packing go for this one. Okay. So packing also will vary, guys. Okay. You need to understand terminology. Why I'm not telling, because business to business, it vary. So you have to think that, okay, whether you are going to use a pallet or Euro pallet, chip pallet, or something like, just I'm giving some time. Okay. Whether you are going to use like cardboards, okay, or something like that. What kind of packing we can use it? Or parcel flow means just as a packing item. Parcel means very small item, right? So you can put like a smart parcel packaging. So like the different packages. So packages will vary company to company. It may be 100 packages, specs them, 100 package material, different package. So that is very easy. See, as a business, as a consultant, you don't need how many package material for them. Okay. They know that, but you need to create a package material. They can choose appropriate packing material based on the weight and volumes of the packing quantity. Okay? But automation is very challenged, but you can do that. It's not a tough, but that depends on the business. Okay, that even packing also may happen through the not human beings. So we can say the mechanical equipments. There are automated warehouses. It happens packing also, but you need to realize that will happen only very big products. It's not like that pallet products. So big product, not a small products. But the Amazon, they do that. Amazon also they do, but automation. The Amazon having ERP system, different ERP system. They do some different automation. Even picking using their robotics. So dynamic, the picks they do every hour, even 100,000 also. That very small products. Amazon. If you see Amazon warehouse, I don't know how many people have seen Amazon warehouse. Or if you see any videos, Amazon warehouse. So they use a lot of robotics for picking and moving the products.
But Amazon, they do have customized it themselves. They created
yeah,
a
they have
software.
customized. That's what they are not using EWM or even. But see, SAP is almost 50% taken, right? So you need not worry. Yeah. Okay, I know it's already covered, but this is the inbound grip, guys, majority. So I will run one session so that you understand. But if you need any time, don't worry. You stop me and I will explain, okay? I will try to cover as many things as possible, okay? I will create a delivery directly, okay? First it start delivery, right? So creating a delivery first. I'll pick, I'll create inbound delivery. Purchase order. See my purchase orders.
We can delete item level and put the stock back into the storage location. That's right, sir. Inbound delivery.
Pardon, what you are asking?
Now, inbound delivery, when you want to cancel, we just cancel from item level, then we can put to stock into storage location straight away.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
LTO0 transaction.
Yeah. So this one, the delivery is the just I will go for fiber quantity and yes.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Last time because I thought to do pump directly to 200, 2000 quantity each one. What happened is, see, I'll give an example. I try to create a one purchase order to pump as much as stock by one delivery, 2000. Then its system failed to create a warehouse task for me. Because why it's failed? Because it's almost
Weights and
weight and
dims.
because weight and dims is exceeded because we enabled capacity check in a storage location. If we go to our capacity check under the put away control area, so storage, if you go to storage type roles, okay, open the storage type for the main racking mezzanine or something, see the capacity check and the HU capacity check. So where we enabled the capacity check, then system is checking weight and dims, then it's failing.
We can go and change the capacity, right, sir? We can
Change
increase
it,
the
but,
capacity.
we can remove it also, but
Yeah, we can remove it too.
yeah, that's not a problem, we can say. Okay. Okay, this one is edit. There's nothing is much. Okay. So these are the warnings. So just I will save it. Okay. So the one is created and I'm creating a delivery. So this is the purchase order. Usually how it happens, you know that real time, the purchase order is through the output management. How good our BRF output management? You know, the BRF, there is a BRF function, output management. I know Parminder will teach you AMM is a very good in sourcing and procurement. So it covers the output management, you know. So as soon as you create system, deliver this one to the direct to the supplier through email communication or through EDA communication. Okay. So the sales order will goes to the customer, supplier. Then against this one, they act, then they create a sales order. They will plan to say, they will send a shipping notification saying that, yes, we are good. Their confirmation will happen. Then against once confirmation happen, we are going to advanced shipping notification. We are going to create a delivery. Okay. So this one is a majority. They go for that inbound activities is inbound grief. So this inbound grief. Then you select, you can select all and packet. Okay, what I want to do next one is you create a one not deco product, other product, and you try to do 3 products are deco, and another product is a direct product. So how it's going to happen? Okay? And you need to create different process type also. Okay, it won't work existing process type. Okay? This is the one. So as you know that directly I will create a transportation in it first, because once we have a delivery, create a transportation in it. Okay? Transportation in it. And you can always check that whether delivery you have received or not. You can always check the monitor, okay, or PRDI, anywhere, okay. So how comfortable you are, okay. But a warehouse operator, they can always check the monitor. Okay, inbound delivery. So majority we may not use inbound delivery. Sometime S4 delivery number, EWM delivery number is same, then is no issue for you. Okay. Sometimes we use the majority ASN number, advanced shipping notification, or LE delivery number. Okay. These are the main. Okay. So I'm assuming LE delivery number, because if EWM is different, then I will have a problem. So instead, I use a best practice LE delivery number. Okay. But here is both are same. Both EWM and S4 delivery number same, so no issue. Okay. And warehouse order, definitely. And the HU is there. Okay. The HU. So now transportation unit, first create a transportation unit. And the means of transport, our means of, and the packing material. This is the packaging material for the vehicle. Okay. So inbound activity. Then once you've done it, you need to assign the door, right? So door, assign the door. And see this one empty is there. I can always select only free object. See this one free object. If I select the free object, system gives only empty one only. Okay, if I select only empty only, it will populate here, not all. Okay, so we have a door 3, we have empty because this is outbound side, this is inbound side. Okay, door 3. If you select free object, okay, just save it now, and then assign the delivery. Okay, free deliveries, search delivery.
We just created TU and assigned a door, right? That's it, correct?
Yeah,
okay.
Door, then after the delivery. Okay, I know that some people last time we have some, it's too much time. Okay, now trying to go one by one. So if you stop me, if you have something you are not understood. Okay, so assign the delivery. So now you assign the delivery. Just save it. Then what you do in the real-time operations, So assuming that this activity, whatever I am doing now, this activity done by the transportation team. Okay, transportation team, TTT, maybe some terminology I'm using, transportation team or inbound team. Okay, inbound team. So they do this one. So not operator is going to do that. Okay, the roles are important, right? So you need to understand the roles are important. Who is going to do at the end of the day in real time? Business, transportation team or inbound team is going to create now here. So somebody is going to create. So, and that means some inbound lead or, or transportation team, then once they assign it, okay, so they do some kind of, the first printing activities, okay. Once they go follow an action, preparation, first they print the labels, okay. That once you assign it, instead of doing before starting any activities, they print the labels first, okay. Print the label. Okay, so this is one is printing a label. In fact, we already configured. So this
printing label after creation of delivery.
Yeah, HU labels. Okay, once you create a HU label where I can see printing, the label should be printed, right? Though that means the printer configuration should happen. Okay, that is the basis people they will take care. Okay, SP01. Okay, just SP01 transaction you can check. This is the okay, this is our HU number. But as I said, if you go back to check my HU receiving label configuration, he said what information is required. This is standard form, standard smart form, standard smart form. What information is required when you receive the label? And I explained some examples also. So I wanted, okay, my product. What is my product? My product barcode should be there. Okay, and my final consolidation bin required. For example, that's a consolidation bin types required here because wide aisle pick face or reserve or something mezzanine, and product quantity I need. Okay, or I need a barcode for the HU at the bottom, and this side I need IBD number or LE delivery number. Okay, I need supplier details. Okay, who is the supplier? Okay, so all these things. This is a business requirement. You need not worry. That's what I'm trying to. This is not your job. This once you collect the business requirement. See, as I said, majority companies wherever you go, they already implemented. They have some standard templates. They don't spend much time. Okay, they already have standard templates. Only you need to note down all the business requirement for the greenfield project. So you take all the points and you need to talk to the developers. You are good enough, you can do your own self. Okay, if you are a techno-functional consultant, EWM. But it may not happen, right? Real time, always ABAP separate and level separate. Unless you are doing as a techno-functional consultant after some enhancement, after go live, maybe after 1 year, 2 years, as a brownfield for some enhancement, then you can, because they don't want to hire 2 people and instead one person, he can handle both back functional technical. So then that time, he can do both. But in the greenfield majority, one person only. They don't handle too many things. So you need to work a paper and saying that this is the existing smart form and this is the looks like, okay, I wanted to come here. So you need to provide again, write a technical functional specs. And I given some examples also, HU receiving label. Just check my video and see that. And you need to tell that where we can pick this information. Okay. So some tables and I discussed with you. Okay. Just to go through the tables, all these things. Okay. So once you print it, then you already print it. Okay, now you come back and you can always see that what are the products inside. Okay, I can also repack here, guys. Okay, before unloading, I can also repack from here. See this one. So there are sometime what happen is in a real-time operations, assuming that I have one product. I think first class I explained you how to split from here. 1,000 product. Okay, this is generic HU. Generic HU. There is no proper packing, but generic means it's no weights and dims. The generic packaging material. Generic packaging material is a virtual package that's no weights and dims. Then some package 100 quantity here. So, but our bins are designed maximum is 100 quantity. Okay. So what you do is before, but physically you have one HU. You recepted 100. Okay, but here only before unloading only, you create 10 HUs here. Then 10 HUs and print the 10 HUs. Okay, to receive as a 10 HUs. Okay, instead of one HU. That is also possible because we don't want to do all send it a packing and all. Okay, so they do everything in the system wise 10 HU. Then unloading, they do some separation there within even the inbound staging only, they do that certain activities. Okay, that's also possible. Okay, it may not be like sometime you can send a deconsolidation because there's a weight is exceeded, right? So it should go to the deconsolidation where you can do same thing on create a 10 HU, you can do that, but same thing you can do before unloading also, you can do that. This is this in work center for the inbound packing area. Okay, inbound is during inbound before unloading only you can create some HUs here. Originally HU from the S4 HU, right? From the S4 HU. So if you create our series starts 667, right? This is the 4 series. Our series is 6 series. So it is also possible. Okay. Already print, now you are not doing anything. This also another exception, just I'm trying to explain. Okay. So once you do this one, save it. And as you know that first, because check-in comes, right? The vehicle should enter, right? In our warehouse first. First job is, first you say check-in, arrival. Once you enter a gate, then the next of the movements will go to the add related one. Okay. Once you have done it, okay, then you cannot assign him, right? Even if you try to assign the door, so for example, if system will throw error, let's see what have an arrival door. So it should give us some warnings for me. Okay. Saying that, see, add management active, so you cannot activate the door. Okay. So what you have to do now? Now the vehicle enter into the add location. That means checkpoint, gate entry is accepted. So now where should go to the next add movements? Okay. Add movements. Then okay, if you see form view, so you can always see that add checkpoint, it goes to the add door 3. Okay. Directly going to the door 3. Okay. Directly create and save. Then it goes directly to that location. The error message. Enter our warehouse process. That okay. I couldn't mention, guys. Okay. I think 999 we have done it, right? So that's okay. So it's okay. Confirm now. So now add is it's moved now. Okay.
Sir,
you can see
did you
that.
change any config? Because last time we had this issue here. Did you change any config?
No, nothing, brother. Nothing. I didn't do anything. That's what you will
Okay.
see. Same thing. Okay. No changes. Whatever we have done it. Just the only thing is we try to before activating the transport, we tried it. So that's where it is. We got a problems. Okay.
Okay.
Once
That's fine.
activated. So now you are door, right? So Okay, add door location 3 now. Okay, so it's already there here now. You don't need to do anything now. Okay? Just you come back now. See, now try to do that. What happened now? Okay, just you see now is already active, right? Okay, so directly you moved into the location. Okay, if I say in a warehouse, okay, two things, guys. Okay, so when you do this one, checking happen, the vehicle is here. Okay, first, when you do that, directly it moved here door location. That means there is no, we are not even sent it to the add location also. Okay, directly we moved here. So 1 to 1. So sometimes it may not possible. What you have to do is instead of door location, you could have changed it to the this location. When is availability from there, from add point to here, we can move. That means 2 steps instead of 1 step. From checkpoint to add location, then after that you move it. So that is a manual process. But now I moved because I don't want to 2 steps. Then because I thought it's empty, the door is empty, then directly checkpoint to the door I move now, active now. Okay. So now I need to create the unloading task now. Okay? So this is the, see, unload GR has happened. Create a warehouse task for the unloading warehouse task. Okay, see, this is a task is created now. So now you know the door. So through the RF gun. So the warehouse operator log into the RF gun now. Okay, this is these activities who is going to do? Transportation team. Now rest of the role is operator role. Next role is operator, warehouse operator role. He is going to do now. Okay, he is going to log into RF gun, RF UI. So once he log in, okay, what he goes, he log into inbound process. Third one, and receiving of it, handling units, and received by, okay, by TU. Okay, usually he scans the door. That means third door, am I right? So there is a label will be there. That means whatever the bin, okay, door 3. Okay, each door in terms of the barcode. Okay, they scan the barcode, not a transportation, anything. He scans the door. Then relevant deliveries will appear automatically. See, guys, we are doing only one delivery. Okay, you need to understand. Okay, we are doing one delivery. What happens is if there's inbound lead or transportation things that they want to do some 10 deliveries to assign one transportation in it. You understand, right? So what happened? Only one we assigned. What happened if we assign it some 10 deliveries? You wanted to perform everything one time. Okay, if you can assign all the deliveries here, then print the label. Then after that, you can see one by one, you can see all the deliveries. As of now, only one delivery we assigned. Let's try different deliveries. For outbound, we do a lot of outbound delivery, right? To assign one transportation in it. So similarly, inbound, you can try for. This is another challenge. I think Kiran or somebody, Andrea, you can try two deliveries you can assign and try to do that. Okay. So now he is going to scan this HU. Okay. That means he's already labels having. Okay. He'll keep a labels. Okay. Scan the labels and then enter it. So system will see what kind of products here. And you can see RF gun also looks like exactly the same thing. What is the process type, stock type, quantity. See 3 products we have. Then if at all you want to change the quantity, you can change from here only. Before unloading, I can change the quantity. I can also change the packing material from here. From the RF gun, I can change the packing materials. I have a provision to do that. Okay. So then if everything good, okay, I can confirm from here because the task is already created. Assuming that if a transportation team, they missed creating unloading warehouse task, but I can create unloading warehouse task from here. Okay. Confirm the warehouse task. Okay. System is asking to confirm where you want to go GR staging. Okay. So if it is section is defined, you can always section will come here. Okay. That means if the inbound staging area, you might have created as each door one section. Then within the door, against that you have a different staging different 1, 2, 3 staging bin, then you can always do that. Okay. So up to the business, how physical layout of the warehouse structure is defined. Okay. This done now. So once done now, if you refresh now, okay. So already is completed. Now you see the status. Both loading and GR is happened. That means already communication happened to the S4 system about this stuff. Okay. So now what you have to do is check out. Check out how it should happen. Check out. Then again you have to go for try to do that. Okay, check out what happened now. It will give a error saying that.
Before going to, I'm trying to understand the complete scenario. We
Okay.
created purchase order and created inbound delivery and created transport unit, right? After that, I'm not getting it clearly.
To assign the transport unit term, right? Then once you
Uh-huh.
assign it, then you need to create an unloading warehouse task from here. You need to create unloading warehouse task. Then once you create a warehouse task, then RF gun, you need to a warehouse operator logs into RF gun. Then he process unloading has done from the RF gun. What he has done
But
as
we
a
created
input,
a delivery also something, right? After TU, we created delivery, I think.
but that's what I'm trying to say, that in a real time, you never use the delivery or transportation in it because he's not aware. What he does is he will go to the door, he scans the door bin. That's what he can use a TU number, the option you have seen, right? What are the options we have here? I'm going back again. Okay. Here you have a TU number or door. So he doesn't know TU, right? You always enter the door real time. That's what I'm saying. You need to go.
Okay.
This is very important. So he scans the door, whatever the door we have, door 3. Okay, barcode is there. So he scans the barcode instead of entering the manually. So system, whatever you assign the deliveries for this door, it will appear automatically here.
Okay.
Then you unload it. That's what we have done now.
Okay.
Then you come back here. Then you see, then I can say depart. Then system will throw that. This is add management. Okay, see that you say the add. It should give us something. See this? Start a select. Even if a select also, it should not depart from that. Okay, let's see what happened. It should give an error saying that is the add one. See, add is there because the add we enabled the add. So I need to delink because now it is against the door, right? So the TO, the vehicle is against this one. So this one. So we need to debond him, right? If at all it should go to the checkout from here to here. So okay, that is also you can do 1 step or 2 steps, up to you guys. Okay, that is absolutely fine. Okay, so see now I'm going to use 999. Okay, so I can go for directly where I want to do directly. Just go to directly checkout. Okay, just select the storage type. Okay, and you see what is the bin. Okay, whether it's you want to do. I will say checkout, okay, checkout north, okay. What happens, okay, because instead of giving, but sometime system expects, okay, same location, but okay, anything, directly I'm going to checkout. Either one you can choose, okay, depends on that. It's not something you can use either of one. Okay? So whether you can use check-in or checkout also is possible because north, I'll try to use the north one. Last time I used the same thing, but we'll see. Directly north one, okay. Checkout as the north. So because entry is in the south and leaving from north gate. Okay. Okay, north gate. Let's see. Okay, if he should allow, but okay, we'll see. Okay. So okay. So through the north gate, we left the vehicle now. Okay. If you come back, then what happens is door will be uncompleted. See, door is completed now. Okay, so now finally is like, you can say that means you reached this one, guys. Okay, so what is important now is the vehicle you moved the vehicle. Okay, the vehicle you moved from here to directly this point now. Okay, because you are not asked this vehicle to stay either here or here. Okay, you ask them that directly. So it comes here. So this point is there. Then I need to depart them, right? So otherwise, this is now vehicle is here now. Okay, so there is a gate is there. Some kind of security guy will be there. He will see and he will say okay. Then he can also do that. Okay, certain activities. Transportation team will set a shipping team. Then you can always say that, okay, check out. Okay?
Yeah.
So then, see now as soon as then you can say that, okay, check out, depart. Now it will be say that completed. Transportation is completed. See, this activity is completed. That's it. This you are not going to come back again. The activity is completed now. That means unloading activity is completed. Transportation, vehicle you released, door is now empty for any other purpose. That means the third door is whatever door we assigned, this door is now empty now. So it will be allowed. What happens is if you don't do all check-in, check-out, this bin is a block forever. Okay. So now if you come back here now, okay, so if you see the warehouse order, then followed activity should be there. See, unloading happened. That's what happened. And this is the unique, see, and again is the deconsolidation. See, queue management is triggered here now. Okay. You see the warehouse task, lot of tasks might have created now already. See this one. So now the rest one is, this one is you need to move from staging area to deconsolidation. Okay. So now I'm going to using now instead of here doing confirmation. Okay, I will use the resource management, guys. Okay, so that you understand the event resource management. Okay, so this is the deco, right? Queue. I'm using queues now, okay, with RF gun. Last time we didn't cover it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do in RF gun, when you log in, system guided by queue, copy paste the queue. That means you are entering the queue because the warehouse operator doesn't know anything, right? So he log in the queue, then whatever assigned is task, what is assigned is, he said is system suggested for him to GR zone, he went to GR zone, confirm the GR zone, then system is asking HU, okay? Then what is the HU you are going to do? Because he is unloaded him, right? So you need to, that HU number. Because that's what I said, why the label is required, he keeps the label also. So once you do this one, so it's asking deconsolidation. Okay, using RF gun, you are moving to deconsolidation here now. Okay. So that's it. Is completed, but no other task after that. See, for him, no task. That means he will say that, okay, I don't have any task now because I finished my job. Okay, saying that there are no outstanding warehouse tasks left for him. Assuming that you have assigned one dedicated resource only for moving the HUs from staging area to the deconsolidation. That means this is a queue for him. Daily he will log in this queue. That's it. Whatever the task assigned for him, he will do that. He will enter the queue, then whatever activities he perform that day. Through the queue management. This is what is a queue. That means he doesn't know anything because warehouse operator doesn't know anything. Just he will say that log in this one, then whatever you assign, you perform it. That's it. They will give to the physical HU labels to him, and they said, okay, you perform it. Okay. Then he will queue enter, he perform. Just his activities, move the HUs from inbound staging area to the deconsolidation. Okay. Next, you come back after that and see that once your deconsolidation happen, okay, system expects the deconsolidation. Okay. System expect deconsolidation. Okay. I'm going to deconsolidation. If want, I can do here itself. Okay. Let's say do consolidation here only. Sometime I think this will happen. Okay. Deconsolidation. And the first you need to log into deco, right? In deco. First, the warehouse operator should happen, log into deconsolidation. Then again is deconsolidation manually. See that deconsolidation manually. Then he will scan the HU. Okay. Okay. Just you can always enter it. Sorry. HU and the FU list. So one by one we can deconsolidate. First one you deconsolidate this one. Okay, enter number 1. Okay, to deconsolidate deco 1, enter it. Okay, then enter it. Okay, you need to confirm the quantity 5. Okay, destination bin. Okay, system should drive it, and okay, then we see that HU creation is required here. Go back here. Okay, just you enter it because that's where you enter it. See the enter the HU is asking. Okay, that means you need to create a HU for that. Okay, so because he's not allowing to do that now. Okay, so this is the one. Because once he understand him, right? So he enter it, then quantity 5. Okay, so now you need to see that HU creation is there. Okay, so you are going to create a HU with the packing material. So the destination HU is comes, okay? Not a bin HU, a destination HU. Select it. Oh, you need to select the put away HU. Sorry. It should allow us to create a packing material. Sometime. Just a minute, I will try it here. One. Enter it. There is something here. So
Can you create a random destination bin? System allow to packing material.
HU number, because we are doing deconsolidation, right? You need to create a HU, not a, okay? So
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
I'm entering now here. There is a HU should be created here. It should happen when you press in, it should always should allow to me to create a HU. That's what I'm trying to see. See this one WT or something. If I'm selecting this one, okay, selecting the one, it won't allow. That's what it's saying. You see, select one. So first deconsolidation happening. Okay. Then I will see WT list. We'll see what happened now. Line is going back there. Okay. Then enter it. The quantity. So something this HU. It should create, guys. That's what I'm trying to see this. HU create. Okay, let's see. Put away HU. Okay. Let's see what happened. Put away HU. Okay. Here only, yeah. That's where I realize, okay. Just put away, you need to enter it. Then it takes you next, okay. So now packaging material is, our packing material is this one. Okay. Enter it. So first one you deconsolidated. Okay. So that's what is the 5. Now HU has come. Enter the 5. Just enter it. Okay. Just enter it. Okay. The first one is there. Second one I'm explaining, guys. Okay. Second one, what you have to do is list it. Okay. You, because now is a deco one, right? Become a 1 because first one is completed. Enter 1. Enter it. Next, again enter it. Okay. Now what you have to do, don't enter the product. Go to the HU creation. Don't do anything. Just enter it. It allows you to packing material. Okay. Just select the packing material. Okay. Now you enter the quantity. 10 quantity. HU is there. Just enter it and just enter it. And then okay, the last one is there. It's asking use a deconsolidate as a put away HU. Yeah. Just to say no. Okay. Then enter it. This is the last one. Okay, one, enter it, then enter it, then HU creation, and here also enter it. That's what I say, enter it. Then it asks you what kind of packing material you want to do that packing. Just enter it. Then system generates the number, different number. Just you confirm the quantity and do that. Okay, enter it. So the deconsolidation is completed here. All the deconsolidation is complete. If you refresh now, the deconsolidation happened. So now once the deconsolidation happens, see next task is created. Another where, the deconsolidation is completed. Now we have to close the HU. Okay. Once you have done a deconsolidation, then system is expect to close the HU, right? So the next one is HU maintenance. Okay. Close the maintenance. Okay. One by one HU should close. Okay. To close the HU, then because what happens is when you do that one, system might have printed 3 HU labels. Okay. Now if you go back here, the 3 labels happen. One now is only you need to say BB. Okay. System, as soon as you repack it, system generate 3 HU labels. Okay. So you need not do anything. system generate, they connect to the printer, automatic printing happen to the deconsolidation time. Okay, that means new HU label. Same thing, whatever the HU configuration you have done it, same thing you can do that. Okay, so this HU, then you can see any length and weights, you can always feed it, just the close the HU. Okay, so this is done it. So similarly, I'm going to repeat for this. 91 is done it. Now it become a, okay, still is there because we have to do some other task. So 96 I'm going to do. Close it, close this HU, and the last one, 97. Okay, now I'm going to use all exceptions, guys, from here. Okay, after VAS I will do exceptions. Okay, so now close the HU. That means all you closed it. Now you see this one. Now it is asking to move all the decode 3. I think only 97 is open. What happened? Other things should trigger. Only 97 is there. Well, fine. We know already it's happened. Okay. So it is proposing to the VAS for the 97. Just I will trigger the 97. Okay. So what we can do, we can log into the VAS work center now. I think we need to move to the VAS. This one. This is also possible to the even by QoS or anything. Okay? Just you confirm in the background because we don't want to waste time. So only I will work out this case. Okay. So this 197. Now I need to do VAS activity. Okay. Login. As I said, we don't have anything in the VAS in RF gun. So what I'm doing is VAS. Sorry, SAWM. VAS EXC. EC. Okay, then work center, VAS is this one. Just to focus only one HU right now. Okay. Or something. You know that why it is happening? Because the delivery is a problem, right? You know that some work center is issues. So going now. This is annoying actually. So everything I need to change it now. So this work center issue, always you know that if you don't do update this one, then you will end up struggling all the time. Okay. Next one. Come on. I quit, but it's okay. Save it now. Come back here, VAS. Now it allows to do that. So now you perform these activities quickly. Okay. So this job, as you said, real time, we do some labeling or something, labeling activities, or depends on the business industry, variety of industries will do variety of operations, VAS. But this is a UI based approach. Okay. So once you do that, this one, just a trigger from here. Now it's happened. This is already completed now, that HU. So now I can use exception. This is a C completed. I think we have not closed the HU. I think we have closed the HU now. That's what has happened. Okay, the task is already created now here. Okay, but what happened suddenly? I realized that something is a problem is there. So I cannot do something before loading. I realized that some parts are missing, some wrong is there. So what I have to do is now I'm going to cancel this warehouse task now. Okay, so I cancel this warehouse task now. Okay, so Once I come back, just I refresh here, the task will be gone now. So I'm going to use, whether we have a difference here. I think we didn't select difference here, guys. Okay, it's no problem. What I can do, I log into the general pack work center. You know the general pack work center. Okay, pack general. So what you can do next time, guys, okay, in a VAS only, you activate difference one. Okay, you activate even difference here also. Okay, go to the VAS work center layout against your okay, try to activate is a difference here. Okay, so what I'm doing now, instead of doing now, I'm going to pack. It is a virtual one. Okay, don't worry. This is the general, am I right? Pack general. Where do we have pack general? I think Y general, I believe that's what we use it. So this is a virtual one, okay, general one. So we need to adjust the stock quantity because we need to use exceptions. So because we realize that instead of 15 or some damage happened, okay, some reason. Okay, some damage happened. See the exceptions, HU27. Our exceptions is 27. If you look at, see HU7 is, what do you mean of H7? Reversal of the GR. Okay, reversing the GR. We are reversing the goods receipt now here. That means instead of 15, then we got only 10 now. Okay, so I'm executing now. So I cancel the warehouse task, guys. Okay, you need to know that I cancel warehouse task, but otherwise system never updates this one. So now I cancel the warehouse task now. Okay, so 10 quantity meant that is adjusted. The communication will happen also. Everything, even the delivery level, everything it okay, now is gone now. So now okay, what I can do now? How can I go back to the VAS work center again to trigger it, warehouse task, or like, you know, can I create a ad hoc basis warehouse task? Okay, but typically we never log into the okay. So what I can do, I will go to the ADHU. Okay, ADHU. So using the ADHU, ad hoc basis, the HU you know, right? So from using the ADHU, you are going to trigger the task. Let it, don't specify anything. Okay, don't specify anything. Just try to, just to say create it. Okay, just save it. Okay, the task is created. If you go back, I can always confirm from here. Okay, confirm from here. Okay, I can always confirm from here. The task is created. Let's go back and see here, refresh now. See this? Okay, the task is already created directly, but it is not going to the ID point, directly is going to the VAS location. Okay, so what I can do now, I can, in the foreground, what I can do foreground. One second, guys. Here. Okay, so now what we can do here, let's see now. Okay, I'm going to change the source bin now. Okay, some reason the bin is proposed here, mezzanine location. See, this is the what? Okay, mezzanine location. Now you tell me now, without putting anything. Okay, this is the original bin. Okay, try to change it now. Without, I know the Kiran or somebody is there. Okay, I'm going to select other large store. Try to see confirm and all. Okay, what happened? It throw the error. Okay, changing destination only allowed with a corresponding exception code. Okay, so only is allowed exception code. Select the exception code. Okay, so now I can confirm the warehouse task. That means some reason damage happened. Okay, there are only 10 products available. Okay, let's see if I use is the 10 products. Okay, here directly. Just I'm going to confirm now. Okay. See, originally H is
not updated here 10.
So that's what, as I said, you need to repack it, but I didn't repack it. So see, when I because the task might have already created for the 15 original one. The original HU is having that quantity, but you need to repack it that. Okay. What do you have to do before triggering the warehouse task? Like I went to ADHUM, right? What you could have done it by general pack work center only. Okay. I think we have some more, right? Just we take this case, okay, 95. Okay. This case, I will run this case now. Okay. This 95, I will log into, why is not triggered? Okay. I will log into deconsolidate work center, guys. Okay. Okay, deconsolidation, I'm logging now. Deco, copying this one. Some reason is not happened. See, even deconsolidation now, you have done it RF gun, but some reason task, I'm trying to trigger it. It should give error saying that it's already done it. But some reason the task is not created. Now, what is the challenge for you now? Okay, then I want to re-trigger. Okay, what happened is now unload happened, but some reason it is a B status. But only one HU system proposed for me was to the ID point location. But I canceled that one. I canceled it. Then after that, I trigger manually and I changed everything. Now, this one, though we have deconsolidated, but some reason we closed, but some reason it is not created next task. So now in a UI, I'm going to repack this one now. Okay. Okay. Maybe again, I'm trying to use a deconsolidation here. So there is no other way around, I mean, I can say the deconsolidation means create a HU. Okay. Say certainly you can create a different HU instead of deconsolidation. Create a new HU here only. Okay. Just move it. It should work actually. Okay. So I can move everything. Okay. Including all should allow for me. So it is allowed or not. So I think it's not allowing. Okay. So only option is for me is the repacking now. Okay. So only is allowing for me. Why is not allowing? Because we said is active error task is there, should not allow, but it should allow from the deconsolidation. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm deconsolidation once again, this one, to fix these problems. Okay. That's why you need to realize that. Okay. So I'm trying to do repacking again, once again, because otherwise I can't create a warehouse task. I can't push that task. Okay. So what it is now, I'm going to push again, once again from here. So that B status is there. So because unless warehouse task is created, I can't do anything next. Okay. So system created. This is the VAS work center and 97. What is the 90? Deco 1, Deco 3. Which product we have done, guys? Just I will see. Deco 1. Okay. We are working Deco 1. Okay. Let's see Deco 1. So Deco 1 is suggested for you is VAS. Okay. Okay.
If you check the warehouse tasks for the same number, the status is B as well as C also.
This is the, I think this is the 5 quantities there. So I think this is not Deco 3.1 is the 5 quantity where we know that 15 quantity, but we didn't unpack them, right? We didn't repack it because system thinks of 5 quantities there, but we can cancel these warehouse tasks. You can adjust, don't worry about this one. I'm talking about Deco 1 now. So this one is now, so the task is created. It's moving to the deconsolidation to the VAS area now. Okay. So I can confirm here. Background so that you move to the deconsolidation. So that's where you need to trigger it because you can't do anything. So this one, as I said, right? This is we already done it, but instead of doing any changes for happen, okay. First, I will go to this one now. I'm going to explain why we have not done it, why we are doing next case. Okay. If I go to the VAS work center, perform the VAS activity. So this handling in it, with this repacked one, because it won't allow you after that. It won't repack it. Okay, just I perform this activity. Okay? You check the product. Okay, not in the HU number. So now you have done it. Now, so you don't want to do right away here now. Okay, so because the task is already created, final location, the task is already created now. Okay, the final location task is created already. So I cannot, even if I adjust now, what happens is if I trigger a task, next warehouse task will be created, but I'm not creating. Okay, what I will do, I will go to the Again, pack work center, because I realized that may not be 5, 4 quantities there. Okay, 4 quantities there. YZ. Okay, before, as I said, this 4 quantities there. This one. So already existing task is there. Existing task is there means even if I do the difference, then system think, because system thinks the 5 quantities there. Then for that reason, what I have to do is I need to cancel 4 to 1 first. Okay, I need to cancel this 4 to 1. Which one that is? Task. $99 is it? 99. 99 is already completed. Which one we are doing, guys? TCO 3, am I right? Not doing DECO 1 first. That's a different one. Where we moved is a DECO 3, am I right? That's what we are working right now. Just I see the timeline. Because something is now, I can always see the timelines, which one I've done it, latest one. So RB03 decon, this one loading, 99. What we have done it. So something is there. Okay, let's see, confirm this one. This one is 5 quantity we adjusted, I'm sure that. What is happening? This one not confirming. Just I want to see the error message. There are 0 products only. Okay. See this one now, because we have already done, right? We can make it a 0 also, this one. Okay, 99. But the task is created now. Okay, the task is 4 to 1 is created already. Task is created. So what you have to do is, if at all I want to do this one, okay, better to cancel this warehouse task. Okay, cancel this warehouse task. Okay, then refresh now. Okay, the task is gone now. It is disappeared.
Sir, same task has a 2 status. If you check 4 to 1, completed and pending.
Let's see B status 1, we will cancel it. Because what happens is, because when you do this splitting job, right? When you adjust the quantity, before adjusting, you make sure that you need to cancel the warehouse task, then adjust it. What happened is already system thinking, system created a final storage location, final put away warehouse task, right? When once unloading happen, system generates already task is created. Where should go product? So you need to cancel that warehouse task before doing that. I will cancel this one background. Okay, this one B now is inactive, cannot be confirmed. So what is the next is there for us to do that? Is a DECO 2. Okay, let's say DECO 2. Okay, note that one. So DECO 2 is awaiting now. Let's see. And I will log in. Something I opened here. Yes, let's see the DECO 1. Okay, other one. Decons. Okay, same thing. Decon also have same problem. So unloaded, but some reason is not created. Okay, DECO. So now what we suggest operator saying that, can you repack it once again? Okay, so tell them like, repack it. They will say, okay, this is what situation happening for us. Okay, when unload but is not created. Tell them like, and I cannot move the warehouse task. I cannot even always be status. What I have to do is tell them like, you always recreate the HU, then system will be generated. Now you need to push the task now. Okay, so that the immediate task is created for the DECO 2. So once you do this one, this is the where, it's going to the VAS location. Just confirm the VAS. the decode product, confirm in the background. Then confirm the background, log into the source. This one. $100, right? Just I'm keeping this 100 number. Could not copy so much. So what we have to do now, we already VAS, confirm the VAS. I'm logging to the VAS work center. Handling it at 100. So this is the VAS location. Perform this VAS, okay? VAS activity. Confirm. Start. Let's start and where that's it. Only nothing is much in this one. Okay. Now you can always trigger the task. Okay, where supposed to move. Okay. That's completed. Come back here. So there is a open warehouse task. It's went to LOAD point. Okay. So what you can do, you can also confirm this one. Okay. Let's also confirm this one. Background ID point. Confirm the ID point. Now this decode product. Now ID point is going to final location. Okay. So now the task is a created, am I right? So I cannot adjust any delivery on this one, any quantity or anything. Now I wanted to change the quantity at this moment. At the ID point also I realized something wrong there. Okay. So what I can do now, this already task is created now. If I want to adjust any differences, any work center, first I need to cancel this one. If I don't cancel the warehouse task, first you need to cancel it. Literally have to cancel it. Now cancel it, log in into Y General Center. Okay. As I said, RM Pack Work Center, General Pack Work Center. Okay, this is the virtual Pack Work Center, guys. Okay. This is the virtual Pack Center. Where you, because you realize that some issue happened, or like during operation, something happened. So while movement or something, so we can always adjust the stock. Okay. So now you realize there's something damaged here. Okay. So what I can do, I use exception code. See, I can do 5. Now, because the warehouse task is not there, what happens is once warehouse task is created, system thinks that the task is having 10 quantity. So you need to cancel it. Now adjust the stock. Okay. I mean, adjust the quantity here using exception code. Okay. Now you have done it. The task is, you need to create a task, right? Refresh now, because there's nothing going to happen. So what you have to do, this HU should be triggered. This 100. So now I'm going to use create a warehouse task by ad hoc basis, ADHU. Okay. Always use the ADHU or product also. Add prod also is there. Okay. I will use add prod this time because I know all the time I use that. Okay. Add prod. Use add prod. Okay. Select the inside of product. Select the HU. Okay. We suggest use add prod for triggering, because you are going to trigger task. System should be driven the bin here now. Okay. System should propose for me bin now. Okay. So here is always we suggest is use 1011 final, am I right? You are creating a warehouse task for final put away. So always say that use the final 1011, use the product warehouse task instead of HU. Okay. So system will propose you automatically based on the strategies, based on the put away control strategies. Okay. So what you have to do is, how much quantity is a 5? Am I right? The 5 quantity we already adjusted. So create a warehouse task. Then you can see here where it is going to the bin. Okay. You can always see now. Some point. Okay. Then you just save it. system will automatically create a task. Now you can always confirm from here. Okay, always confirm from here. System is already picked now. Okay. System is proposed based on the empty instance. Already system is proposed. But again, you wanted change. Now this time you see this. Originally 10 because the task is now 5 quantity. So now if I want again change the bin location, then I can change the bin, any bin other than this bin. Any bin. Then again you can specify exception code. Okay, that's right. But what happened is earlier case we didn't cancel the final warehouse task, the waiting task. Then we have tried to confirm it. System thinks that because the task already created, its original quantity it is lying there. Though we have done it. So now this time it may not happen. So this is where we can complete the. Okay, this is the after unloading task we have done it. Okay. Okay, guys, I will stop now. And anything is there, we will cover next tomorrow session. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Please, can you?
Okay, guys. Okay. See that tomorrow, and I will see maybe I will reject couple of deliveries directly and all. But this is a major inbound grief. Okay, this is where it happened. But the rejecting delivery is a 1 minute job. We can just reject it directly at the header level. That's not a problem. Okay.
Can you show tomorrow stock pumping as well, sir?
Yeah, pumping I will do and rejection also. Okay.
Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, guys. Bye.